God Speaks has been an idea in my mind for many years, for I would say 5 years. Let me tell you a little bit about it. God Speaks is a Christian-based, socially conscious multimedia company. Let me summarize my story just a little bit to give you a little idea where the idea even came from. It came from the Most High first and foremost. Yeah. But let me tell you how that came about. Well, when I was in 7th and 8th grade, I got saved for the first time, and to be honest with you, the feeling I had kind of made me a weird child for a minute, because I literally felt the Spirit wash out all the shame I had from childhood, trauma that I had to go through. And it was just an unbelievable feeling. I walked around with a Bible. I looked real crazy, but I didn't care because of the feeling I was feeling. It was like the world brightened up for me. And, over time and over years, I kind of, I haven't walked, I wasn't from that age forward through going into high school and stuff like that. I didn't always walk that walk, of course, and I lost that feeling. As I became into an adult and I started dabbling in entrepreneurship, I started doing a little things with the business, so far as with the club scene, drinking a little bit too much, not a little bit too much, drinking too much, but I was still handling my business and gradually progressing. But something was missing. And what was missing was that feeling I had in 7th grade. So, what it's all about to me, God Speaks, is I want everyone to feel the feeling that I feel right now. Because I had some life-changing things happen to me last year, specifically 2 things. I don't want to go too much into my story just yet, because I want to really focus on what I'm doing here today for, and I know it's time for me to tell my story. But I do want to say this: I had some life-changing incidents, where I actually lost my life, and thank God for the amazing surgeons we have here in the city of DC, the Chocolate City, which I love with all of my heart. They saved my life, brought me back to life, and yes, let me tell you, that'll do it to you.
That experience.
God will sit you down
Amen.
To wake you up.
Yes.
And guess what? I'm up now.
Okay.
Clear and focused. And so, God Speaks. God has actually blessed me with the opportunity to get the full vision now. I had it 5 years ago, but I wasn't walking the walk. Now that I am, and you met me during that time when I was through my deliverance process, and I remember Huggy was doing all these jokes. As soon as you walked in and told me what you was, I kind of shifted. And he was like, "What is going on here?" And they tried to joke on me, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. God Speaks is all about the real gift, that God gave all of us. It's all within us. It's just about inspiration. So God gave us a gift, and the gift is to use our imagination to create for good, for love, for purpose. Once you found what your purpose, what God's purpose is within your life, man, then you are free, and guess what? It's contagious. So God Speaks that's why the microphone is my logo, because it's all kind of expression. Everybody has a gift. That's why we're sitting right here behind your desk, because this is your gift. And my gift is bringing people together. I love being in the community. God Speaks is a business, and what we're going to do is, I don't like I said, I don't want to say too much, because you know how this age is with social media, and I want my idea to leak out. And right now, the first way I want to come out is with the one love, one heart, one community, a day of faith, fun, and family. But let me just tell you the mission statement of God Speaks. Okay. So God Speaks is a Christian-based, like I said, socially conscious multimedia company. And our purpose and our mission is, God Speaks will use creativity, imagination, which is God's most precious gift to us all, fashion, performing arts, because I'm from the shock bar.
Okay.
So we know how to do the performing arts tidbit, and I'm trying to take this to a whole nother level. And let me just say one little word about the performing arts part of it. While I transitioned into who I'm supposed to be, I walk every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I love doing this because it's my time with my Most High. This is when I listen to my music. This is when I listen to that praise and worship music, when it really gets me in that spirit for my day. And it's been unbelievable in my life. And it's been 2 key people that is going to be on my show, because on my first big show with God Speaks, and that's Tasha Cobbs Leonard, and also my girl Yolanda Adams. And let me tell you, because I listen to their song every day, every single day in the morning, when it's just me and quiet, and I'm walking through nature. And one thing that I love about Tasha Cobbs Leonard is that song really touches my soul. You Know My Name,
Yeah.
and I know it touches a lot of people's soul. But I walk and I can feel His Spirit all over my body, right? And then with this entrepreneurial life that I live and jumping out on risk and faith and all that, I gotta listen to my my second favorite. I could say a tie. Open My Heart is also a song that helped me, but the one is Ready. I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah.
I just want, and that's how I'm living now. Even if something bad happens to me, it's fine, because I'm trying to get my mind. It's all about my mindset. It's always a diamond in a hard situation, and God is just, getting us ready for the next thing. So sometimes it hurts. It's called growing pains, and I'm all down with the growth. So that tells you about God Speaks.
That's the vision for God Speaks. Yeah, that's right. The first time I met him, he was bringing food. Tell us your role at the Shark Bar so that we can pull this all into perspective. Listeners will know. You keep mentioning this thing, the Shark Bar.
Right.
Talk about that a little bit.
And hold on 1 second. I want to double back if that's all right.
No, it's fine.
So I only got to the performance because I had the Shark Bar interject, but and I had to give much respect to Tasha Cobbs Leonard and Yolanda Adams because they truly helped me, and that's sincere. But I was moving on, not just performing arts. So remember, using creativity, imagination, fashion, performing arts, the written and spoken word, and most importantly, service, which we're doing, and love. Okay, to inspire God's true gift that's within all of us, the gift of using our imagination to create for good, for purpose, and for the love of Him, the Most High God. And that's what our mission really is.
Awesome. I love that. So we're going to double back because we keep talking about the Shark Bar, which is how I was introduced to you with the amazing food that you presented us.
Thank you.
Shark Bar. Tell us about your role there before we could move
forward. Okay, thank you. I apologize for jumping in too quick.
No,
but
you're good.
Okay, thank you. So a little bit about the Shark Bar. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to my partners and family because we are doing this move together, and we have really, really, really just had our 5th anniversary. We really have changed the game with Shark Bar, and so I want to give a shout out to Carrie, Martina, Stacy, the whole family, and because it takes all of us to make that thing work. It's not one, it's all of us. Each of us needs all of us.
Absolutely.
And so let me tell you about that Shark Bar. We took over Shark Bar. We just had our 5th year anniversary, but we had another partner that was a part of our business, and we ended up buying him out last August. In the process, we have totally revamped our business, and guess where it starts? With a positive attitude and service. So you met me coming here for Valentine's Day trying to get on that, get a little comfortable so y'all can get to know me a little bit. And I made sure we put our best foot forward, and we brought you guys an amazing spread.
So good.
And after that, Huggy and Vic came by Shark Bar, hung out with us, and they're always fun, and
So that means I need to come now,
you
right?
You better come.
I need to come.
And this one you need to come. You should come to the event, of course. And after the event, we're all gonna come together to Shark Bar. We're all gonna celebrate the success of the event.
That sounds like a winner. Now my birthday is April 16th, so maybe I might sneak through on a Sunday or something. We'll see.
You got a birthday dinner waiting for you over at the Shark Bar.
I love it. So you told us the purpose and the mission of the company, and so how and why did God Speak decide to have its inaugural One Love, One Heart, One Community Day? Now, it's happening on April 21st, guys, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you got some of my favorite bands. Like, you got Out the Box, you got Experience coming, you got DJ DNA. It's a lot of folks. DJ Mix is going to be there. It's a full day of activities and fun. And plenty of Jesus, sounds like to me.
Oh, yeah.
You got some free haircuts and things that's happening for the kids. But how and why did God Speak decide to have this inaugural One Love, One Heart, One Community Day of faith, fun, and family?
Yes, I'm so happy that you asked that. So let me tell you, I do service work, personally outside of my businesses. But this particular day, I know most people in the DMV are going to remember this day because it was MLK and it was snowing.
Okay.
I mean, snowing bad. And it was slippery and it was everybody sliding. So I looked on my phone to see if Martha's Table still had me scheduled to work because it was like a snowstorm.
Right.
So I looked and it said, yes, make your way. So it wasn't, usually when I work with them, it's at a Martha's Table facility. But this wasn't. This was in Southeast. So I'm like, all right, say Berry Farm. I was like, all right, cool. Let me go see what's going on. So I say, I wasn't doing anything in the house. I said, let me go check it out. Something just said, go ahead and go. So I make my way up there. Like I tell everybody this, I mean, when I would get on 295, cars are literally sliding backwards towards my car. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should go right here. But now I pressed on. And when I got in there, it was cool because it was a empty space with a lot of boxes and all kind of chairs and IKEA stuff, just all, that kind of situation. And so I came in there and they brought us all together. And I met this young woman named Josephine, who's sitting right to my left. And I watched how when they gave out responsibilities and told a little bit about the organization, and she was so light spoken, but you could tell she had a presence about her. Yeah. And it was something about her. And then as the day went on, and of course, just my luck, God gives me the bookshelf with 1,000,000 quadrillion screws from IKEA to put together with a textbook instruction booklet. Oh, but thank God I had a cool dude with me to help me put it together. And throughout the day, it took all day. So throughout the time that we were there, you would see kids come in and out the facility, people from the community, and her interact with them, and the little kids smiling and just rummaging around and eating the snacks and doing what kids supposed to do. And it just touched my heart because growing up, me personally, I dealt with a lot of, my mother struggled with addiction also, and I'm not saying everybody there did, but I just know how it is as a kid when your mom's struggle, when your parents are struggling. I mean, I grew up, with however I grew up, but this is what really touched me is the way her interaction and patience and kindness to some of the most vulnerable people in our community. And I had this idea, and I don't know why, but God said this is the spot to come out with God Speaks. So that's how that came to fruition. And what really put a stamp on it is when I had the idea, I left and I just thought about it. Maybe like 2 weeks later, I put it in my notes. Then I said, I'm gonna go pull up over there. I pulled up over there and with some Costco stuff just to kind of make the entry soft. Sat down with her. She loved the idea. She said, I have to talk to the church. I work really closely with the church, and I was like, I'm all for that. And as soon as I was sitting down, I felt a little tap on my back, right? And I'm looking back. And it's a cute little cutie pie. And she walks up. She says, "Hi, I drew this for you." And let me show you what she drew me. Let me show you because I keep it with me. Just keep me inspired. So anytime I'm feeling like a little bit down and all that, I pull out her. She gave me my flowers. I said, yes. This is the time for me to do this here. And ever since then, it's been go. And here we are, what, a month later?
Like 2 months.
2 months later?
Since MLK Day this year.
This year.
Got you. Yeah. Got
this
you.
Year. So this idea came to fruition like that. And I just want to give support because it seems like to me, from what I see, some of the people that are really doing the God's work and the service work and the most toughest communities, they don't get any exposure. So they need the most help. And it just sucks because it's like, it's all this help out here, but nobody knows about them. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to bring them on your platform. So, we can tell the community that have this a little more fortunate with the less fortunate need, because this woman is doing everything she can to make a difference, and we need to help her do that.
Wonderful. So that's a great introduction. So also here with us, I told you, Josephine